So practice the signature trades over and over again, and when you got more experience, confidence, and practice with the signature setups, then you also, of course, could go from the M5 to the M1 and use that as combination, of course. So let's dig straight into an example of how you can do that. For example, we have another chart example from the 26th of January 2023, of course, right? And what we already see with this beautiful price action in here, there's just one not so nice thing in there, and this as we had our crazy inducement high out of Asia range and perfect London time window. We only can identify that the relevant break of structure on the M5 would be all the way down there, right? So what can we do to this instance, right? So we can obviously switch from the M5 to the M1, right? And again, same price action, it's just a little bit more clear now, as we still see huge equal lows of Asia low, never induced Asia low, right? Maybe if you go back to the M5 once again, maybe we see here's the Asia low in here, just faked the lows in here a little bit, but stayed inside the Asia range, so forming the equal lows for Asia and giving us a very nice target. Then of course huge tube in London Open, giving us our perfect inducement. It's not a medium one to be first, we don't see anything to the left, but it should be pretty clear in terms of price action, timing, overall intentions, and targets, right? So okay, only relevant break of structure is all the way down there, not really a good outcome for us, so we just switch to the M1 and even see, look at this crazy momentum they showing to induce the Asia range in here. And if you saw my perfect straight line in here, there you go, that's a little better. Of course, they're faking the equal highs, just a little bit of 2 candles, 2 minutes, and then they just stupid. But before that, of course, resistance traders, they're getting smoked. Now, obviously, breakout traders are in like crazy, momentum traders are in, continuation traders, as they're seeing this trend forming, right? So the world is obviously buying. We have our perfect target down there with the equal lows of Asia low as well. Now we just have to wait for relevant breakout structures, and we already saw in the M5 this would be all the way down there, so very late. But guess what? On the M1, as we are right here, the relevant breakout structure would be here, which is obviously much more realistic, much more better in terms of entry, as it gives us a little bit earlier entry, not we have to wait all the way down there. Okay, so let's see what they did. So first of all, we draw in the relevant breakout structure zone, and then we just wait. Again, we pay to wait, right? So boom, there we go. Here we go. Here is the relevant breakout structure done. The only problem is up here, no imbalances, everything's mitigated. Even this one is mitigated in here. So what do we do, right? So again, as I just said, no imbalances above, so we have to still identify a point of interest with imbalances for the best case. So what's the only point in here which has imbalances coming from this price action here? Nothing here, nothing here. This is already mitigated, so the only thing left would be in here, okay? After the relevant break of structure, leaving imbalances. So if they come in here, that's technically also a possibility you can take. Boom. So we're marking in our inducement, not a medium one, just a very clean signature scenario in here with London Open, right? With our imbalance after the break of structure, we mark it in. Boom. Here's the mitigation. So potential area, we just have to mark up our target as well. Stop goes right above here. Target or entry technically is in here. If you want to break it down even to the seconds to get better points of interest, you also can do that. But technically, this play looks very, very good, as we have perfect targets with the equal lows of Asia low as well. So, surprise, surprise, price action tubes down, giving a very nice play and then of course smart money trap, false reaction of these areas, right? Faking once again again we had the Asia low in here. If you don't see it, we cut it off, but then 1, 2, now 3 points in here. Again, this is also like some sort of smart money trap for sure, for the continuation long side, right? So we expect the reaction as always. Look how clean it is. Point in here, boom, pull back, kind of false break of structures here as well. But the most important thing is that reaction of this zone, right? To get buyers in, of course, before what? They getting tubed, and then you're acting like Nate Diaz in here, because you're definitely not surprised anymore. Isn't it a big surprise? Definitely not, right? So you should not be surprised, as it's very clear market intentions. Just expect the smart money trap, and look how they literally do it over and over again. Look, same thing. They're just reacting off these zones in here once again before they even smoke through Asia low. Look at how they're reacting once again, even giving here the little fake Koch for reversal traders, and then they just smoke them, right? So target tubed, you should not be surprised coming off this beautiful London Open signature set up in here, giving a nice point of interest on the M1 after the M1 relevant breakout structure. Target was very clear, faked smart money reactions, right? Gives you confidence to hold even more, and then they all getting tubed. Overall though, we recommend you to stick to the M5, as when you try to dig into that, just a little spell out here, typo here, right? So if you try to go into M1 too fast, it can be very dangerous. So again, we recommend you to stay on the M5 a little longer until you really develop the proper price action feeling, the overall price delivery on the bigger picture, if it's M5, M15, to see the plays playing out. And only then, when you're getting very confident with these scenarios, then go in M1, refine your points of interest a little bit more, and get those better entries, the tighter stop losses, the greater risk rewards. But again, this is only once you master the M15 and M5, then it's recommended to go in M1, right? So first, again, get confident with the M5 plays, and once you gained some more experience, then you only then start practicing the M1 entry style, and then only after practice, then obviously try to catch it live.